Namaste. There you are. Okay, there I am. There you are. Namaste, everybody. My Zen Zebras, unique unicorns, my merry mermaids, my Namaste ninjas, and my bella butterflies. Don't forget about bella butterflies. And I think that's it, right? And dream makers. Okay, cheers. Okay, having a bit of the bubbly just salsa. Okay, so I am here doing a reading. This person is an Aries, and I always like tap in. I write down the person's name like 3 times, and I tap in, and I'm gonna do what I got on the tap in, and then I'm going to do the cards. Okay. My client had specific questions about finances and money and career. Okay, so I will focus on that, but if anything else comes up, my spirit guides or the spirit guides of CJW or the spirit guides of KW, I always invite them in. Please, dear God, and Jesus, and my spirit guides and my angels and the angels of CJW, please come in and give me messages that I need to reveal. And also send Archangel Michael around anybody who sees this video, watches this video now or in the future. Always be protected. Thank you, dear God. Okay, did get let me pull you down a little bit. Whoop. Oh, went down too much. I did get a little bit when I was meditating earlier today, because I started this video earlier, and then I had to stop because my daughter had a fall and she has the flu, and she had a little mini accident, so I was trying to wait for her to wake up and find out if she was okay, and it's been a lot. So let me light this other candle. I do have one candle already lit, and I have this candle. Let me light it to clear the essence. And I ask my spirit guides to help me to guide me in this reading as well. And anybody else who's waiting for a reading, I'm going to try to get the other reading out tonight. And then I have a phone call reading that I will do tomorrow or Sunday. It depends on you. LS. Okay. It's up to you. All right. I don't know. They just told me to light my Palo Santo again. It wasn't enough, because this is the first time I'm lighting it today. And yeah, I was getting a male energy. All right. So this is a reading for somebody, a male that is an Aries, born on my nephew's birthday, the 15th, April 15th. And so it could resonate with other Aries out there. And KW was nice enough. She's a client that I have from the past. She used to get readings like every 6 months, and for a few years now. So I'm so happy. Congratulations on your wedding. Congratulations on your marriage. And I wish you nothing but the best. So she allowed me to put this on the public YouTube instead of the private. So that's very, very, I thank you for that. I was getting a male energy, so I don't know if I feel like he's in the spirit world now. I don't know if I don't feel like he's present, but it was a male energy around Christopher, and he's a little bit harsh. Like, he's a little bit like, hey dad, I got, or hey grandpa or dad, I got, a 95 on my spelling test. Well, son, which word did you get wrong? write it 100 times. Just like, hey Dad, I got a B plus on my paper. Well, why didn't you get an A plus? Like that type. Just like a little bit old-fashioned in their ways, and he's forever taking up space in your brain. Christopher, I'm talking to Christopher. Okay, so I just feel like sometimes he's not saying nice things in your mind, or you might be like kind of like feeling like you're never good enough or doing a job good enough. Like you need to turn down the volume of him, or anybody that's negative to you in your mind or in the past that you might think of. Yeah, because that's just like negative energy. It's like, it's weird because this person really loves you. So I just feel like they're old-fashioned and that they're not going to change the way that they show you love. So they might not show you love the way you want. You might want them to say, hey, great job, Christopher. You did a wonderful job. Really proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. No, this person is like, well, why did you do it this way? Why you could have done it that way? And not quite like kind of knocking you down a rung. And the reason why I say maybe he's in the spirit world, it doesn't even matter if he's in heaven, because he still takes up space in your mind, in your heart. So that I wanted to talk about that. And he's a nice person. Like he truly loves you. It's definitely a paternal, either a parent or a grandparent, or I wrote down here, even maybe a boss, or a boss-like person. So the spirit guides say, Christopher, instead of trying to please them, please yourself and be okay with it. Let yourself feel like all is well. I tried my best. I did my best in this situation. Do I still want this? That's what I heard a lot of questions when I was trying to remote view you. I heard a lot of questions like, am I supposed to be doing this in terms of job? Am I supposed to be branching out on my own? Okay, and I got a lot of information, so I will read the notes and I'll stop if spirit guides want to tell me anything about Christopher in his situation. I'm open and receptive to receiving any messages. We are highly protected. No mischievous energies are allowed. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, angels. Okay, so I did get, let me put the old glasses on. And I did get, these are blurry. Okay. Yeah, so relationships with parents being very important around January, February. And then I almost felt like, do you work for a parent? Do you work for your parent? Or do you feel like that your boss is your father figure or a father figure? That was one question. You don't have to answer it. It's all rhetorical. But around January, February, all the way to, the first 4 months, January, February, March, April, be very aware of the things that you want to do. And if you're not happy, which I feel like you're not happy 100% with what's going on job-wise and money-wise. I feel like more money could be made, more chances have to be had, could be taken, but you want to set yourself up a little bit more and manifest. So you are trying to manifest, but sometimes I feel like you go back and you feel pulled to stay where you're at. And that's okay if that's what you want. That is definitely okay if that's what you want. But I'm feeling a different energy because I had to write down finances and money and job opportunities, career. That's what you wanted to focus on. So I didn't really allow some other things came in. But that's my spirit guides. They'll talk to me kind of general. Anyhow, be very focused and very strategic moving forward on your dreams, moving forward on your ambitions, because things will come out. Things are going to start to move and at like rapid speed. And so what I mean is keep your thoughts very positive, keep your dreams very tight. Like I wouldn't tell anybody besides your wife, because, and maybe a best friend, because a lot of people might try to change your mind. Okay. And I just heard strike while the iron is hot, which is a very old-fashioned phrasing, but it just means while you have the chance, while that energy is rolling. Okay, so important with that, write down exactly what you want career-wise, what you want, how much money do you want to make, how much a week or a month that you want to pull in, and what exactly do you want to be doing for that money. Okay, so even if it's not what you're doing now, definitely you got to write it down as if it's already happening. And yeah, I did see some, like a branch off, like I'll show you, like a fork, like you're going in one direction. This book is so heavy. You're going in one direction and then you branch off like here, and you're about here right now, and then there's a branch off. Okay, so at one point you might be doing 2 jobs, and you might say that's ridiculous. How am I going to see my wife? How am I going to spend time with my family, or have any free time? Well, it's just a small amount of time. It's just that you got to get all your ducks in a row, and I feel good about it. I just feel like I'm hearing a name, and I feel like I don't have it, so I feel like it's a last name. It sounds like Hardy. It's something an H name. I'm just gonna jot it down. That might be their last name, starting with an A. I just feel like somebody betrayed you, or you feel like they kind of stabbed you in the back. Okay, maybe not kind of, but they might not have set out to do that, but that's how it came out. So what I see is like there was an opportunity for you, and you should have got it, and you were entitled to it. This might be the future. I might be seeing something that's happening in the future, and there was some kind of position, and then you got there and you did all A, B, and C through Z, and then somebody else who only did A through H, all of a sudden they got it. But the problem is you thought they were your friend. And they were your friend, or they are your friend, but they just said the boss or somebody higher up decided to give it to them. Okay, so that was like one diss, or like a nail in the coffin, Sorry, I say old-fashioned terms because whatever I hear, I say it. And also because I'm old, okay? What the guides were telling me, kind of what you should do, is be very organized. Writing down, I don't care what kind of book you use, or even if you're writing on your phone, okay? But write up exactly what you want to have, how you want to make your money, dollar signs. I saw four dollar signs, which is 1,000. Doesn't sound like that much, but maybe it's 1,000 a week, maybe it's 1,000 a day. I don't know. Something with $1,000 is important. Maybe it's 1,000 on each project, and I have no idea what you do. Maybe your wife told me, but it didn't go into my head. Okay. When I tap in, I just see you at a job, and I see a lot of glass windows, these big glass windows. Okay, from, I would say, like one sheet of glass. I don't know if this is a house or this is your job, but one sheet of glass is like, it's like a wall window. Okay, I'm talking 30 feet. I don't know what that means, but that's where I saw you. And then I just heard that's a construction zone. So I don't know what that means. Okay, so spirit guides, please tell me what I'm supposed to tell Christopher James. Yeah, so relationships with parents are important. Also telling them what you want. And also sometimes you don't have to say everything until you get it going. You could just tell them, I am going after my dreams. And even if they're in heaven, the people in heaven that you're thinking about, just tell them, I'm going after my dreams. Please help me to make my dreams come true. Please help it to go smoothly, because I see a lot of rocky things going on. And it's almost like somebody's handing you something and somebody swipes it. So that's my symbol of somebody took something that should have been yours. That opportunity should have been yours. But you know what? Don't worry, because everything happens for a reason, and there's something better for your highest good God will give you. Yeah, and I was trying to focus if it was a new business or just a new job. It seems like it's a new position. And while you're at that new position, you're going to meet different people that you weren't able to meet in your other position. When you meet the other people, that's when your wheels are going to start rolling about your own business or side business. But it's definitely a different job where they appreciate you more. So get the applications in. I have this whole conglomerate. Look at this conglomerate. Right? And what it says is apply for it. Apply for things. Maybe it's not just one thing. It might be like there's one thing you didn't get. I feel that strong. You didn't get it. And you deserved it, but God sees something better. God sees in the future, right? So more than anybody, more than me, more than anybody, right? So God says, yeah, I could put him in that position, and he would like it for like 3 weeks, and then he would be stuck in it for 6 months to 6 years. Okay. There's also something with the number 7. So whether it's 7 years or the 7 years or six to 7 years that you've been doing the same job or in the same company. But what they're saying is apply for it. Apply for another thing. Concentrate, pray for it, write it down. Writing physical things down triggers the brain and then the fine motor skills. So writing things down is better on paper than it is on a typewriter, than it is on your phone. Okay? The old-fashioned writing things down, it's like I have it right here. Okay? And then I'm going to look at it every night or every day. Okay? And I'm going to add to it. I'm going to write more to it. But it's saying, see it. In order to manifest what you want, you have to see it. Just like you saw your wife. When you met, you knew. Something in you knew, I'm going to marry this girl. We're going to be a family. Right? And she saw it too, or she felt it too. Right? It's like a dream that you have to paint. It's a picture that you have to paint. Okay? So to manifest it, you have to see it. You have to feel it. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am at this job. It's my dream job. Well, it is your dream job. Okay? It's okay to say, I want to make $1 billion. I want to be a billionaire. Don't feel guilty about spreading your dreams so wide, you know? A lot of people feel guilty about that. Oh, no, I could get along with just, $5,000 a month, and we probably can, okay? But God's not mad at you for wanting to be a billionaire or a millionaire, whatever. Okay, so see it, feel it, absorb it. When I say absorb it, I say that with my artwork. Like, don't just look at it. Really absorb it. Absorb yourself. See yourself sitting at the desk that you want to be at, or you want to be outside. I see a lot of trees around you. Something with your boots. You either need more boots or you just bought another pair of boots. You're going to be walking more, okay? So maybe that had something to do with the construction site, okay? Again, I don't know what you do, but let me just move my music back. We're listening to Third Eye opening chakra music, pineal gland activation by Jason Stevenson. So you might hear that a little bit in the background. It helps me. Okay, so hear it. When I say hear it, hear the words that you want to hear. Yay, Christopher, we would like you for this position. Can you come train right away? Or can you fly out to such and such because we want to have a business meeting with you? Hear those words, Mr. W or Mr. or Christopher, we would like to offer you this, position. Can you come and, give us a proposal? Like, hear the words, you know what it is that you want. Even if it seems outlandish, like, oh, I'm not going to get that. Why did I just hear Arizona? I just heard Arizona. Okay. It might be outlandish. You may be like, oh, I can't wish for, $1 million to come in the mail. No, be specific. What is it that you would be your dream job? And what would be your dream finances? Okay. So, yeah, they told me definitely open up his mind because I feel like you're even more of I'm a Virgo, so everything is like I gotta create it with my own hands. I can't be given it, right? But you're Aries, and so you're very hands-on as well, right? Hardworking, hands-on, gotta get it yourself, But we have to dream more. We have to manifest more. And you are manifesting. Look at the person next to you. You manifested. Okay? And also, God sent you her. And God sent you to her as well. And also, God can send you your dream job and make that happen. And where you're congratulated and you're thanked and you're appreciated. There's somebody like holding a big sign, and it must be one of your spirit guides or your ancestors, and they're holding a sign and they're like, yes, we want appreciation for Christopher. Appreciation. And it says appreciation. They're like your team in heaven and your angels and stuff. Your team is like waiting for you to have that win and to be appreciated. And you really should, like, it in your heart, and you felt very kind of like stabbed in the heart because that other person knew it too, that you deserved that job or that position. And it's okay because God's seeing everything that's going down, and this is getting you to move and to really reach for what you want and the way that you want to make the money. Okay? It's not too late. I just heard, he's always saying it's too late, Katrina. He's always saying it's too late. I just got to stick with this now, another 7 years. No, you don't. But you do have to, get moving, and you have to start putting your ducks in place, okay? Because it's not just like one thing that you want, it's like a list of 4 things. It might even involve a move. It might even be buying a new home. Yeah, because I'm seeing like a lot, so that's stressful. Like if you're doing a new home, new state, a new but it's all going to work out for your highest good. Okay, so keep on visualizing, write it down exactly what you want. Don't worry about the how. Don't worry about how am I going to move and change my life? How am I going to move my family? How am I going to work at a different job and learn a new skill? You are going to be learning another skill. It might be like they were showing me paperwork. They were showing me a contract. They're showing me, you know what they're showing me? You know, what are those papers they lay out on a table? Plans, like when you're building a building or a house, those papers. What are those papers called? Dev? What are those papers called when you're building a house or a building and you have those big papers with the layout of it? It's like building plans. Every house has them. Okay, so they're either house plans, like where this room's going to go, where that floor is going to be, or it's for a building or a business. So that's what I'm seeing. Okay. So in 2025, especially the beginning, you're going to hear something in January, maybe like mid-January, the 15th to the 19th. There will be something like some kind of good news. And then it's also like you feel like you're taking a step forward, and that's great. But then you feel like there's a step back, that some kind of like setback. See, I said step back, and then I heard setback. All right. Don't think that that's a bad thing. Remember your goals from the past. Love yourself. Love yourself first and foremost. You don't have to tell everybody your plans, like, because I feel like there's other people that are being jealous, and they might even be blood. They might even be like, you know, siblings and family members that are related to you. And I feel like keep it to yourself, and unless you know that they're your cheerleader and they're not going to gossip about it. So it's like when Spirit tells me this kind of thing, it just means that you're building, like you're creating something. So it's not done yet. It's in the oven. So we want to keep it, you know, kind of private, just to like you, your wife, and maybe, you know, a very close friend that doesn't tell your plans to everybody. Also, because it might be a new job, it might be a different job. So you want to keep it close to the vest. Yeah, they're going like this, close to the vest. And love yourself more, okay? They want more self-care for you, more loving yourself more, believing in yourself, okay? You're going to feel like you're going to get closure, but it's bittersweet. So like, remember I said around, you might even hear as close as the 5th of January. And then I feel like the 15th to the 19th, very important. Just heard that, 15th to the 19th. But definitely January, because they're saying the first month. So what about it though, Spirit? What should I tell Christopher? Yeah, but like house plans or building plans, and you know, like you open them. It's all right. It's like engineering papers. I think they understand. Okay. So remember your goals from the past. Love yourself, and nothing will get in the way of your goals if you love yourself. It's when you're feeling like second guessing yourself and feeling like I'm not good enough, that person is better, that person is faster, or they have more credentials or whatever, they're better than me. No. Believe in yourself and your talent. Believe in yourself and your goals. okay? You might not be the fastest or have the most credentials, but you have the most passion, okay? So think of the good points of yourself, all right? Yeah, because they were like, yeah, sometimes we're worried about him because he's not thinking positively about himself. Don't be down on yourself. Put yourself up higher. And that's how we get there. Okay. Anything else on that one? That point? Okay. So remember your goals from the past. So when I said that, I don't want to leave that sentence yet because there was something that you had a dream about, or just like, you're trying to visualize something, but it was from your past. Like I'm seeing like maybe you thought a little bit about it when you were 19, even teenage years, but you couldn't get at it. You didn't have the experience yet. But then I see in your 20s you did something, and I'm not sure how old you are now, but I'm seeing, I know I wrote down your birthday on a different paper, but I know you're born on the 15th of April. But I think it's in the 80s, so you're like, I'm seeing like 40 or 41. Okay, so it's time to start to activate those dreams again, okay? That's what it's saying. Like, don't let things get in your way of like, oh, well, I can't just go off and do whatever I want because I got to pay bills and I got a family, a wife and a family to support. And yes, that's true. But so set yourself up, start setting yourself up for, well, I want to do that in the future, in the near future. So that's why applications have to go out, at least 3 more. So one, I feel like went out and you were denied. They told you had it, then they took it away from you. That other person got it. All right, don't worry about that. X that out. I don't even want you to go for that anymore. I want you to go for there's 3 other areas or 3 other applications that you want to put in. When I say applications, your resume, your credentials, setting up meetings, phone calls, okay? And also keeping in your mind about that business. Like, they wouldn't really show me much on the business. So to me, that means that's a little bit more in the future. But you are going to like your new position. You are going to like it. And what I hear is, but I already have a new position, Katrina. He already just got a new position. No, this is a different new position. Okay. So remember your goals from the past. I know I keep on saying that, but it's important. Release the pain or the disappointment that you've had in terms of career from the past. Release that. There was a sadness and a disappointment, and also you feeling like a failure, like, oh, I failed at that. Release that. It was meant to be. Release it, because we are going into a winning year. We are going into 2025, okay? And yeah, it'll be tough, but you're going to hear right away some good news. But then it has a little bit of a setback. It keeps telling me step back, setback, but it's only for a little while. But release that pain, look forward to new things, a new beginning. A prayer is being answered. One of your prayers are going to be in regards to money and job opportunity, career is being answered. Okay? So just sit with that and say, thank you, dear God, for answering my prayers. Thank you, angels, for helping me to achieve my goals, as if it's already happened. Okay? All right. Yeah, so that ancestor is definitely around you. He wears a cap. Kind of looks like a Scottish or Irish cap. It's made out of wool, and that's why I feel like he's in heaven. He's from the past. And what is he doing? He's watching you. He's drinking out of a metal cup. It might be coffee, it might be gin, I don't know. But he's drinking out of that. And yeah, he's like, I didn't get as tall as him, Katrina. He's tall. He got very tall. He goes, I wish I was as tall as him. But he's calling you grandson. So I think this is your grandpa. He's either your grandpa or your great grandpa. Okay. What is your message for him, sir? He wants you to love yourself more. He wants you to give yourself credit. He goes, the credit that he is waiting to hear from outside himself, he needs to give it to himself. Be proud of yourself, Christopher. Even what you have accomplished thus far. Okay? Be proud of yourself. Start saying positive self-talk to yourself. Okay? It's good to have goals, and it's good to push yourself and say, I'm not done, I got to do this, I got to do. But remember you as a little boy coming home with that spelling test, and you got a 95, and somebody knocking you down and saying, not knocking you physically down, but just knocking you down and saying, like emotionally saying, why isn't it 100? What is the word you got wrong? And so take that energy off of you and say, I am proud of myself for the 95. I am proud of myself for the B+, because that was a tough class. I am proud of myself for recently getting married, and the different things that you're attaining. I feel there will be a move, or there's a merger happening. Yeah, they just confirmed that. They said, merger. Okay. But your guides are always with you. Your grandpa is always watching over you and believes in you, and just like always smiles and blinks his eye at you. It's like he's so strong. He's just like amazed at you, that you're so tall and you're so strong and smart. Want you to use your creativity more. Because he goes, I know he has it. I know he has a couple of ideas up there he doesn't even want to say, but he has them. And this is the year that you can start expressing it. He goes, I'm going to send you a partner. I'm going to send you a very good partner. And this partner is going to be somebody that embraces your talents, and they don't always give you the credit, because you're going to start getting the credit from yourself. All right. But they believe in what your vision is too. Yeah. So the closure confirmation is coming in 2025. Why is somebody up in heaven or your spirit guides saying, are you saying you wasted a year on something, or are they saying you wasted a year? Something about wasting a year. I think it's you. I think you're saying that, and I remote viewed that. You know what? You can't live in regret, because you know what? You had to learn something. Whatever happens to us in life, we have to learn from it. And we learn different things. It might just be like, oh, well, I didn't get my dream to come true, but you did get married, right? And you did something else that came. What is this with the boots? They're showing me the boots again. So you'll have to let me know what that was about if you want to. Yes. Okay. And they just go, move on, it'll come. Okay, so you will win. You will be the champ. You will be in charge. If that's what you were worried about, know that you will be in charge. Okay, if not if not in the next 2-3 months, a little bit later. Okay, but you will have it the way you want. Another thing is, there's more celebrations happening, and that might involve the move or the merger. Starting a new business is an opportunity, but I feel like that's on the side as you still have your regular job. To start new, yeah, this is something that they kept on coming with, and that's why I put a circle around it. To start something new, we have to end. We have to say goodbye to the old. We have to close the book on that chapter and start writing the new chapter that you want. Yeah, somebody's going to try to get you to stay. Somebody's going to try to get you to go. And where is this? At your job. Okay. At your career, in your career, there's going to be somebody, and it's going to be totally reversed. Who you thought would want you to stay is going to want you to go, try to get you to go, push you out. And the other person is going to try to get you to stay. But you right now, or in the very near future, are going to, I have to put that on again. 1 second, guys. This helps me so much. It's Jason Stevenson, and it just helps my third eye. Yeah, that's a little shocking. I feel like I feel male is going to try to push you out, but at the same time, you are looking elsewhere because you know that this is not for you for long term. It might be for the next couple of years, or it might be for the next 6 months or 3 months, but you are setting your sights elsewhere because you know you belong somewhere else, like with your tribe. The people that will appreciate or dream like you, or they have something in common with you. And the ones you're with, they did like a flip-flop. Like you're working hard, always trying, did what was required, and then I feel like you got the rug taken out from under you. I don't know. It's hard. Like what I hear is it's hard, like because they compare it to me. So I understand how to word it. It's hard to leave a place that you've been at, because, and especially Aries, because Aries are so giving of their time and devoted. I'll make it work. I'll just stay there for 100 years. No, God wants something great for you, and you feel it. You feel like this is, when you're in a relationship and it's not working, you know that there's something off, so you try everything. You try therapy, you try, talking, you try different ways, and you take a break, and then you still try to fit it and it doesn't fit. Okay? And so you have a realization. But so this with your career, to make the amount of money you want to make, to get the appreciation that you deserve, it's elsewhere. Okay? Just so we're clear. It's elsewhere. And sometimes that's hard to say it. Like, I've been a teacher since I'm 17. So like I can't think of another career. And I know they're out there, but that's what I want to do. So I know what I want to do. I know where I want to be. And so same thing with you. You know what you want to do, but there's another level, and that might be a different business, but you're going to work for somebody else, I believe. More on that? Do I have any more on that, Spirit? Yeah, some you might be feeling like the magician energy, which is really good, meaning you have your cups, you have your love, your friendships, and your love life in order. You have your creativity, you have some money, but some money is running out. They just showed me that. So be careful with the money. Make sure that investments and the different way, like, some people say you got to spend it to make it, you got to spend it to earn it. Yeah, but we also have to be careful that we're spending it in the right way. Like if you want a new house and start a new job, sometimes it's hard to do both at the same time, unless you're being offered a whole lot more money in a different state. Okay. So watch your, okay, power, control, and discipline is on the forefront. I just skipped a whole bunch of stuff, so let me just go back. I think, let me go back a little bit. 1 second. Yeah, I have love is stable, a love and friendship is stable, stable home life and house, even though there might be a merger or there might be a new purchase of a house. But love life is good. Relationship, dream, house, or car. Yeah. Money might be going into house, car, or truck, and business, a side business. Okay, so just be careful with the money. If you're not a money person, have somebody else or your significant other who might be better at it, or have an accountant help you with that part. Power, control, and discipline. Okay, so I said that's a lot, like in terms of what? Can you be more specific? So in other words, being more disciplined with yourself and your time. Okay. Be careful of, we can't control everything. We can only control our emotions and how we react to things. Think a little bit about that. Watch your heart health, because I said anything physically, and they said watch your heart health and blood pressure, because I saw blood pressure spike and then the heart beating fast or hard. So watch your stress level. If things are stressing you out too much, we got to get out of that situation. We got to more meditation, more self-care. And then it's saying take one thing out of your diet, just one thing, okay? Whether it's cheese or bread, something that is over. If say you have ice cream every other day, maybe take out ice cream. Say you're having I don't know, too much whiskey, take out the whiskey and replace it with something that's a little bit lighter. But just take out one thing from your diet, just one, okay? And add exercise that you will do every day or every other day. Like, for some reason, they showed me boxing. Were you a boxer, or were you a boxer in the day? They're showing me a gym, they're showing me boxing or swimming or walking. Okay. There's something to do with wearing boots and walking, and I see the woods. I see some kind of construction. So I don't know if you do something with that, but yeah, be careful with your footwear. Yeah, and I just heard from your grandfather, he said he's got to have good boots. He's got to get good boots for those feet. Okay. So career and finances may be draining a bit, but keep focused. Ask for help from people who are good with the finances, maybe better than you are. Develop qualifications for your portfolio, so that they're constantly telling me put out applications, put out at least 3 resumes are important. Forget about the one from the job that you already have. This is outside the job, okay? And I just heard talk to Melvin, or talk to Melly or Melvin. Yeah, more time for your relationship in terms of meditation, romance, that will help the blood pressure go down. So if you don't have dates every week or every 2 weeks, more date time with your wife is very good. Okay, so the wishes coming true, keep on praying, keep on manifesting, hard work, long-term planning. So like if it all doesn't unfold by February 2025, don't be mad. It's happening. Keep the dream up here and keep working towards it. But don't burn yourself out, because you got to have heart health. Got to have self-care. Yeah, so you feel you might already feel the need to change or for a change, contemplating closing out. You got to close something out while moving on to something new. Yeah, they said that. That was like, they go, that's hard for him because you always want to be dependable. And it's almost hard for you to like say goodbye to one position in order to go to another position. It's almost feeling like a breakup to you, but don't worry. It's all towards your dream. Okay. Now I'm going to do the cards. That was my notes. Okay. Just going to do Spirit Guides and Angels. What could you tell me about, what does Christopher James need to know in terms of Aries? Oh, that jumped out. In terms of finances and career. Finances and career, 2025. Finances and career for 2025. Thank you. Yeah, I heard 7 again. So 7 is important. I don't know if it's somebody's birth date or anniversary, but I heard 7. The month of 7 is July, so that might be important. Yeah, 7. 7 being important. So I will do 7 of these cards. And then let me just pick up the other one. Okay. The one that fell out is the Chariot. Moving and change. Traveling. Okay. So, oh my God. Oh my God. Look at the number. Number 7. Oh my gosh, that's important. Okay. So the Chariot always has to do with like if you're changing a career or moving, changing a job, changing relationship, moving, changing your house. So movement or residence, journey, victory over a situation or problem, balancing the opposite polarities. So you see the yin and the yang, the black and the white. This is a very good card. But the change is definitely happening, and the 7 is important. Okay. We also got the Hangman. All right. And so that is you, Christopher, learning something new or training, or it could be like they tell you, oh, you want this position, but you're going to have to take this course or come for a meeting, travel to a meeting or an interview and do it all. If it's towards your goal, if it makes you happy to think of you in that other position, get you closer to your dream job. Okay. The Hangman is just looking at options. And sometimes the Hangman is quiet. It's the card that represents Virgo. Okay, so getting stronger in oneself after a lot of deliberating and delaying in your life. So it's like the Hangman saying, yeah, now is the time. You've thought about it. You've thought about different people in your life and how they treated you and how they didn't give you those accolades. Now you give them to yourself. Okay? And your grandfather is like, yes, yes. And he's holding his cup. He's like, yes, tell him, Katrina. What's the best for you? After a lot of deliberating, yes, you have done a lot of soul searching and thought, on how you want your life. Okay, then we have the King of Wands, which is representative of a man over 25 years with green eyes, blonde to red hair. And the hair could go from reddish to like auburn to salt and pepper. But they used to have red hair when they were a little kid or younger person. What do they represent? They're restless and they're outspoken and ambitious. Actually, this might represent you, Christopher. That might represent you. I don't know what color eyes you have, but that might represent you because this is an ambitious person and they're restless. Right now they're restless. And yeah, if it doesn't represent you, it's somebody very powerful that you will meet up with. And they might be that boss-like person. But they'll believe in you. And being that it's a Wands card, Wands represent the fire signs. So Leo, Aries, Sag. Okay. I think it's you, though. I think that one's you. But you're in a good position. Then we have the Queen of Wands that came up. Now, that's a woman over 25 with green eyes, blonde to red hair, positive, very outspoken, and fiery. Okay, sometimes she comes with an outburst. I don't think this represents your wife because I know what your wife looks like. Beautiful dark eyes and dark hair. But anyhow, this is a person who is probably on the job site and they just come out with whatever they want to say, whatever they think. They don't filter. They don't have a filter, which you like that. You're gonna like that in them because then they don't BS you, right? Okay. Anything else on her? Let me just feel. I'm getting an M name as being important. But sometimes people, all right, like the show Sister Wives, there was a wife named yeah, they're not married anymore, but her name was Mary, Meri, but some people called her Mary, right? And a lot of people didn't know her name was spelled Meri, right? And almost like I hear like Merry Christmas, like her name is something to do with Mary. It could even be Meredith, but people call her Mary for short. Okay, anyhow, I don't feel anything negative on her. It might be somebody around you now or somebody to come. Okay, and I do these readings. I could be wrong. I'm not God. I am a psychic medium, but I meditate and I write down my notes and I try to tap into your energy and your questions as best as I can. But it is for entertainment reasons only. Don't do, exactly what I say. You could live your own life and just take a couple of things might come out. Or a lot of things might come out. Okay, I believe in my work. All right, anyhow, 6 of Swords we got next, which is, it kind of goes with the Chariot card. Let me show you. Okay, what does it mean? It means movement. It says a boat or over water travel. Okay, turning. Oh, I can't see it all. The old eyes are getting worse. Okay, a turning boat out of troubled waters into calmer waters. Oh, I like that. A boat in troubled waters, leaving the troubled waters and going to more positive waters. That's nice. Okay, so I'm going to read that again like a normal reader. Okay, because I get so tongue-tied. Okay, Six of Swords is a boat over troubled water travel. Okay, I didn't even say the word travel before. What a douche. Okay, sorry. I shouldn't put myself down, but I'm just laughing about it. Look, oh snap. You see that? Oh snap. Okay. Anyhow, a boat over water travel, turning boat out of troubled waters into calmer waters. I don't know why that was a tongue twister, but it was. And I haven't even had any Jesus juice. I'm just having some salsa in from my friend's cup. Okay. What does it mean in terms of Christopher? Okay. Coming out of a bad situation or a negative or a toxic situation, going to a calmer place, and just on the first dimensional level of tarot cards, this is a trip. So definitely going on a trip, but metaphysically speaking, you're going into a better place. You're coming out of a kind of a toxic, negative, kick-ass situation to a better, more calmer, peaceful, creative place. And you know why? Because you made it that way. Because you're thinking of, I don't feel like I belong here for a million years. I think I belong somewhere else where I can make my dreams come true fully. Okay? That's what I'm getting from those cards. And I can honestly say to you, I really, with the music of the third eye opening, my third eye is way open and I'm hearing a lot of different things. And I usually get headaches from the tarot cards. Not getting a headache. Maybe later I won't be able to turn it off. But I definitely feel, like a change is coming, and feeling validation for that. Okay, if that helps any. Then we got the Nine of Wands, which is, I have to put the old glasses on. Okay, undecided, need to take a step. Don't even tell me this. Remember I was telling you about a step up, then a step back. This thing with the step, if you go back on the video, I kept saying it over and over again with the step up, then you step back. Okay, this says Nine of Wands, undecided, need to take a step out of the situation, then you will see more clearly. And look at him. This is clearly somebody who's been to a battle. You got through the battle, but now you're like second guessing, like, what the frig happened? And they're telling you you need to get out of the situation before you can make a decision to go forward. Okay? So like needing a break, needing a vacation, needing to step back before you step back in. Okay? And the cards never lie. All right? You would definitely have, won. You definitely went through this battle, but now it's almost like you saying, that was really effed up what happened. I don't think I was treated great. A lot of, like I said earlier, the person that you never would believe, you really feel like they abandoned you or they kind of stabbed you in the chest, because they're telling me it has to do with your heart. It has to do with friendship. Okay, so that, like, they kind of broke your heart, and you have to deal with that. Okay, because we do, Everything does happen for a reason, but maybe you need to tell that person, you know, you really hurt my feelings with what you did. And I wouldn't have done that to you. Okay, but I forgive you anyway, so that I could go on. It's always good to forgive, but first you do have to confront. If you don't feel like you can confront because that maybe they're a boss or they're this or that, they're unattainable, write it down on a piece of paper, and then you say it in your mind, or if you want to text them, if you feel like you absolutely can't say it to their face, write it down and then burn the paper or rip the paper up and throw it out. And take a couple of deep breaths and know that God has your back. All your ancestors have your back. Your guardian angels and your spirit guides have your back 24/7, 365, along with your wife and a lot of people that love you. Okay? And I'm not just saying that because, you know, I'm saying it because I know that. And you went through a battle. And you deserve to talk about it if you want to talk about it. That's how we get away from things. That's how we heal. Okay? You have to say, that person really hurt my feelings. I deserved that position. Okay? And in order to move away from it, to move on from it, or even just to stay there, we have to come out with our feelings and then no, okay, I'm going to protect myself against this person because I don't think I can trust them fully. Or I'm just going to be on a professional level with this person. They're not going to be in the friend zone, if you know what I mean. Okay? And that's okay to be protective and professional. 7 of Wands, okay? Again, with the 7, frustrations, you are able to overcome your frustrations. You are on top of the situation. Okay, so notice a battle card, another battle card. Okay, but this one you have a bandage. So that one is saying that you have to, in order to move on, you have to step away from the situation, get yourself healthy, get yourself emotionally, you know, able to realize, okay, you know what? That wasn't cool. But I did it. I'm a warrior. I overcame it. I'm a warrior. Okay? And now what's next? What's next is whatever you put on the white piece of paper. Okay? Now I'm just going to end with some angel cards because I went way over. Okay? This was supposed to be a half hour. Okay? And I do have another read tonight. That's okay. Because I don't like to limit myself. I like to just meditate earlier and write down my notes and then go from there. But I'm just going to ask God what messages Christopher needs, what messages Aries need to know. And I did get one Saggy message. Saggy message is take a break. You're working too hard and you need more self-care as well. Both of you need more self-care. Money might be tight for a while, so be careful with spending. Be careful with like whatever big purchases there are. Be frugal. And yeah, enjoy the ride. It's gonna be very like a lot of things thrown at you this year, but not thrown bad, like opportunity. But should I take that? I'm scared. I don't know. It's okay to be scared, okay, and not want to change. But I do see you going on a plane or over water somehow, opportunity in terms of the job. And that definitely, if you don't do it, you always wonder, oh, should I have looked into that opportunity, that job? For some reason, I'm feeling and hearing like a job is connected to a house, job and a house, or job and lodging, or job and the car. connection. Okay. Maybe it's a company car. Maybe it's the company house. Are there company houses? Okay. I don't know. I'm just a teacher and I'm just a sub. Okay. So what closing messages do we have for Christopher? In terms of finances, in terms of finances and career. Those were the two questions. And this deck is calling me, so Christopher. Spirit guides and angels. Ooh, okay. So the first card I got is this one. Okay, and this is Archangel Raphael, which is he heals the body, health, body, mind, and spirit. Okay, so Archangel Raphael, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. Sometimes you feel like you have something pressure on your chest. It could be old hurts. That person that disappointed you, that person at your job, or that friend, or a family member. So we need to breathe it out, take some deep breaths, and also ask God to release that for you. And also, to, if you have any kind of health issues, always ask God to send Archangel Raphael to heal you. Okay, so we're going to take a couple of deep breaths and release the old patterns and the old hurts. Okay, you ready? Empty. Now we're going to take a deep breath, hold it for 5, and then empty in 5 breaths. You ready? Now empty. Now one more time. Old patterns, please, dear God, release old patterns, old habits, negative, toxic thoughts, so I can allow new energy, creativity, abundance through my career, through my creativity, through my finances. Empty. I release what is not good for me. I release what is not good for me. I release what is not good for me. Thank you, Archangel Raphael. Okay, the next one we have is do what you desire. You now have the opportunity to write script according to your heart's desires. What did I tell you earlier? Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know what you're really deserving of, know that you're deserving of them. Yes, absolutely deserving of them. They'll rush into your life as if by magic. Do what you truly desire. Okay, then I got a child. You are deeply about children. I'm sorry. Again, look how small this is. Even with glasses, these glasses aren't helping. Okay. You care deeply about children, and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, Christopher James, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. That's very beautiful. So they're saying that your children or your inner child or the children around you need more of your attention and love. And the angels will clear it so that you'll have more time to do that. And also loving yourself more, like I said in the beginning of this video. Self-care makes the world fair. Okay. And the last one is spread your wings, Archangel Ariel. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Do not hold back right now. Archangel Ariel, say, Archangel Ariel, please help me to spread my wings and to go after my dreams. Thank you. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. I hope this answered some questions for you. I wish you to have lots of abundance and success using your gifts and talents from God. And namaste.